God's chosen ones, 8 types of people. God said you should never help. They feed on your divine power, God's chosen ones. If you're hearing this right now, it is not by accident. Tonight, at the sacred turning of the hour, a light will shine upon your path. Everything could shift completely. If you truly listen, hear the echo of the bell in the stillness of the night. Feel your heartbeat quicken. A flicker of light pierces the darkness, signaling that you have been called, that you have been chosen. Tonight, as you sit quietly in the dark, let your soul open wide. Listen to the soft chime of the bell, the faint glow breaking through the shadows where you stand. Chosen one, you have been chosen. You are not just another wanderer walking through this world. You carry within you a sacred mission to bring light, to lift broken souls, and to give without counting, without holding back. But hear this, not every cry comes from a pure heart. Not everyone who reaches for you is worthy of the light you carry. Some do not come to be healed, they come to draw the sacred energy from you. And when you give without recognizing this, your light can begin to fade. In today's message, Chosen One, we will uncover together the 8 types of people God has warned you not to help. This is not a call to stop loving, it is a call to wisdom, to discernment, and to guarding the light God placed within you. Let this moment touch your heart. As you hear these words, know that God has already sent you a sign, a reminder, a warning, but also a comfort. You are not alone, you are being guided, and your light is sacred, it must be protected. Part 1. Repetitive Offender, Chosen One. Listen deeply, slowly to these words. There are people who enter your life carrying the appearance of weakness, in need of support, reaching for your hand. They bow before the light you bring, speak words of apology, promise change. But even before their apologies have dried, they stumble into the same mistake again, repeating the same cycle without having learned anything. Have you ever felt so weary, so burdened that your heart feels heavy? That is when you are continually carrying those who refuse to rise on their own 2 feet. They become a constant crutch, like a cane that never leaves your side. You may have thought love could save them, but Chosen One love without wisdom only creates chains of dependency. Look closely. This person is not crying out for freedom. They are crying out because they are accustomed to living in chains without seeking to break free. And you, with your heart full of light, with a soul that longs to lift others, become the perfect target. Every time you reach out, every time you show patience, they learn only one thing: they do not need to take responsibility. They learn that you will always be there, never leaving. Proverbs 26:11 reminds us, as a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. Chosen One, feel the image of this. A dog returns to what it has vomited, stepping on the very thing that once caused it pain. That is the person repeating their mistakes before your eyes. Each time you rescue them from the consequences, you not only interrupt God's plan, but you also draw yourself into a cycle where you do not belong. You may have asked yourself, why do I feel empty each time I give? Why does the love and energy I pour out leave me depleted? Chosen One, the answer lies in this truth: they did not come to be saved. They came to feed on your energy. And when you fail to recognize this, your light dims, your spiritual strength wanes, and the mission God entrusted to you stalls. Imagine a sunlit garden where you plant seeds of light, kindness, and sacred love. The repetitive offender is barren soil where no seed will sprout. You water, you nurture, yet nothing grows. Every time you turn away, they return as if they never learned, as if nothing has changed. Chosen One, the pain is not just disappointment. It is God's warning: know where to sow your light and where not to. But do not despair, do not doubt your mission. The light within you is sacred, Chosen One. It is not meant to be wasted nor corroded by the endless cycles of others. Look within yourself. Your heart is meant to illuminate, to lift those souls who truly desire freedom. Where light is sown, rightly seeds will sprout, and real miracles will unfold. Remember this moment, the chilling, stark, awakening image. As a dog returns to its vomit, let it remind you that not everyone deserves the light you carry. Blind generosity only drains strength. It only leaves your heart weary. But chosen one, here is the reassurance God sends you. Your light is sacred. Use it where it can ignite real transformation. Your light is not meant to shine on those unwilling to change. It is meant to awaken those who truly yearn for freedom. Each time you choose to protect your light, you are not being selfish. You are preserving yourself and the mission God entrusted to you pure and strong. Imagine once more, you stand in the darkness, the light from your heart blazing like a torch, illuminating the shadows around you. Some darkness will vanish at the first touch of light. Others will resist. But do not fear. Those who truly wish to rise will step out of the shadows. Those who return to old cycles will face the consequences themselves, and you will no longer bear the burden. Chosen one, perhaps in the past, you rescued too many times, endured too much, suffered too long. But today, hear this, the power within you exists to illuminate, to guide, to plant seeds where they will grow. Do not let your kindness become a chain. Do not let your forgiveness be exploited. Give but only where it is deserved. When you recognize this, a sense of peace will fill your soul. You will no longer feel empty after giving. You will feel your true light spreading. You will see the seeds of sacred love sprouting and real miracles unfolding around you. Chosen one, remember this. Not everyone is worthy of your light, but that light remains sacred and strong. Protect it. Use it to guide, to heal, to transform the souls who truly seek change. And each time you do, you are fulfilling the mission God entrusted to you, walking the path only chosen ones can walk. Part 2, Spiritually Blind Chosen One. Let these words touch your soul deeply. There are people who enter your life not with weakness seeking support, but with an attitude of mockery belittling the light you carry. They do not merely doubt the sacred, they ridicule it, laughing at the beliefs and values you hold dear. They see your light as a threat, for it illuminates the corners they wish to keep hidden. Imagine, you hold in your hands precious gems, pearls of wisdom that you have gathered through pain, through time, through moments of solitude and prayer. These are treasures, sacred gifts given to you by God. Yet the spiritually blind approach not to learn, not to be healed, but only to trample on, dismiss, or mock them. They cannot recognize their value. They lack the heart to cherish them. The Apostle Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians 2:14, "The person without the Spirit does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God. They are foolishness to them, and they cannot understand them because they are spiritually discerned." Chosen one, hear this carefully. The spiritually blind are not merely ignorant. They are bound by hardened hearts, hearts hardened against light, and any genuine sharing from you is disregarded, even met with resistance. You may have felt this opening your heart, sharing advice, a spiritual insight, a prayerful experience, and receiving back scornful glances, sarcastic smiles, or indifferent silence. In those moments, you feel empty, hollow, as if the sacred energy within you has been drained. Chosen one, this is not your fault. It is a sign to recognize your light is not meant to shine on souls that are not ready. The danger is clear. Every time you give and the other is not ready to receive, you waste energy diminishing your own inner light. Those precious pearls of wisdom may be trampled, misunderstood, or turned into ridicule in their eyes. If you continue to share without discernment, your heart will harden, your soul will grow weary, and the mission God entrusted to you will be obstructed. Listen closely to this moment of awakening. chosen one. The light threatens them, for it exposes what they would rather keep hidden. When your light shines, it illuminates not only your path, but also the darkness they try to conceal. Fear and mockery arise from that darkness. That is why they respond with blindness and denial. You cannot change this. You are not meant to let them dim your light. Look within. Feel the gentle radiance of your inner light. Chosen one, that light is sacred, precious, and meant only to illuminate souls who truly wish to follow it. When you learn discernment, when you share only with those ready to receive, your energy is preserved. Your light grows even brighter, and true miracles begin to unfold. Imagine standing in a dark room, a single small light in your hand. As it shines, some people step out of the shadows following the light. You lead them toward embracing warmth, understanding, and sacred love. But the spiritually blind turn away, refuse, mock, and that light is not theirs to claim. Chosen one, you do not need to force them to receive it, for that will only drain you. Let your heart feel this again. Every light, every gem you give is meant to create true transformation. Not everyone is worthy. Not everyone desires to follow the light. And it is a miracle when you learn to set boundaries. When you discern who is worthy, you protect yourself, your mission, and the miracle God entrusted to you. Look deeply into that light, chosen one. You will realize reassurance does not come from outside, but from within. You are guided, you are protected, and you are never alone. Your light cannot be extinguished by the blindness of others. Each time you choose to preserve your light and share it wisely, you fulfill the mission God entrusted to you, bringing love, sacred wisdom, and planting seeds of healing in the hearts that are truly ready. Remember, chosen one, your light is power. It is not meant to teach those unwilling to learn, nor to convince hardened hearts. It is meant to illuminate, to heal, to guide those who truly desire to walk in God's way. Each time you hold your light steadfastly, you not only protect yourself, but you also create miracles in the souls that are ready. And when you realize this, a sense of peace will flow through your soul. You will no longer feel the emptiness of sharing without response. You will know that your light shines only where it is deserved, and that makes your mission stronger, more sacred. Chosen one, engrave this in your heart. Not everyone is worthy of your light, but that light remains radiant, strong, and sacred. Share it only with those truly ready to receive, and you will witness real miracles sprouting, spreading, and healing not only them, but also yourself. Part 3. Emotional Manipulator, Chosen One. Listen closely to these words. There are people who enter your life with the appearance of weakness, but inside they carry a labyrinth of drama traps and cunning schemes. They know how to exploit your heart, pulling you into emotional whirlpools you never prepared for. A cry for help, a single tear, and you feel compelled to reach out, to heal, to carry the burden. But chosen one, this is precisely the moment you must be alert. They live in a state of constant crisis, like a storm that never ends. Each time you help, the storm seems to calm just slightly, but the moment you turn away, it rises again, stronger than before. Every failure of theirs is painted as someone else's betrayal. Every mistake is not a lesson, but a tool to drag you deeper, and you, with an open heart, become the only vessel to endure that storm. Let this moment awaken your heart. Helping them once soon turns into an unspoken contract you never agreed to. Chosen one, do you understand? One act of giving binds you instantly to an invisible contract you never signed. Your kindness becomes chains. Your spirit slowly drains. You are no longer free. The risk of continuing to endure is grave. Emotional exhaustion, loss of freedom, feeling trapped in responsibilities you never chose. These are the consequences you face. You may ask yourself, why can't I stop? Why am I always caught in this whirlwind, chosen one? The answer is, they know how to manipulate your emotions, they exploit your open heart, and they create a loop you feel unable to escape. But chosen one, hear the reassurance from God. Galatians 5:1 reminds us, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. You were born for freedom. You were not born to carry the burdens of others, especially when they refuse to face themselves." Imagine, you stand in the darkness, your heart ablaze with sacred light, yet surrounded by invisible cords of responsibility you never agreed to. Each time you respond, those cords tighten. And when you realize this, a sense of suffocation, even despair can rise. Chosen one, you are not alone. The light within you is strong enough to break those cords. You must step away, not in guilt or shame, but in love. Step away in love, not in guilt. When you exit this emotional whirlwind, you are not betraying love or kindness. You are protecting yourself, safeguarding the light God entrusted to you. Stepping away in love means setting boundaries, stopping when necessary, and maintaining the freedom of your soul. Look closely at the behavior of manipulators. They know how to cry out, how to trigger guilt, how to make you feel responsible for everything in their lives. But chosen one, you are not responsible for the lives of others. The only responsibility you must carry is to protect your heart, protect your light, and follow the mission God has entrusted to you. Let this moment of awakening shine. Imagine your light as a torch in the darkness, and all chains, all traps dissolving in that light. Once you recognize your power, you are no longer trapped. You can see clearly who truly wants to change, who is exploiting you, and you choose to stand in the true light where miracles can blossom. Chosen one, remember, every time you are manipulated, it is not because you are weak, but because you are kind. But kindness does not mean blindness. You have the right to choose, the right to set boundaries, and the right to protect your sacred energy. Each time you step away in love and without regret, you exercise the power God has given you. When you walk away rightly, you will feel freedom flow through your soul. You will feel your heart return to a peaceful rhythm, your light shining brighter, and miracles beginning to spread among those who are truly worthy. You are no longer bound by invisible contracts, and you learn that stepping away in love protects your mission, safeguards your soul, and creates true miracles in this world. Chosen one, engrave this in your heart. Your light is not to be exploited. Your kindness is not to be taken for granted. Protect yourself, protect your mission, and step forward in the freedom God has given you. And when you do, you not only heal yourself, but also bring miracles to the souls truly ready to receive the light. Part 4, Jealous Soul and Ungrateful Chosen One. Let your heart open and listen to these words. There are people who enter your life appearing friendly but deep within their hearts harbor jealousy, envy, and even a desire to dim the light you carry. They cannot celebrate your successes, cannot rejoice when you are lifted, and sometimes they do everything they can to overshadow the brilliance of your light. Imagine you have just achieved a breakthrough, a smile of hope spreading across your face, yet beside you stands a figure with a puzzled gaze, a forced smile. They see your light, but that light makes them uncomfortable, exposing the shadows they wish to hide. Envy corrodes community across generations. Chosen one, feel the weight of this truth. Jealousy does not just destroy a single relationship. It spreads across generations, creating deep rifts in community and in your own life. The envious do not stop at discomfort. They seek to destroy joy, break connections, and sow doubt. They can be friends, colleagues, even family. The brighter your light shines, the more threatened they feel, and so they try to diminish your importance, your confidence, and your achievements. Genesis 4 reminds us of Cain and Abel. When Cain saw God acknowledging Abel, Jealousy rose within him, resulting in cruel action. Chosen one. Your light can be overshadowed by envy if you do not exercise discernment. And then there are the ungrateful, those to whom you have given time, care, love, and spiritual energy, yet they take it for granted. They fail to appreciate, fail to recognize the value of what you offer, and sometimes they react to your help as though it is a right they are owed. They do not understand that each act of help, each loving gesture is the light you carry, and when met with ingratitude, that light is wasted, your energy depleted. Remember Luke 17:11-29, when Jesus healed 10 lepers, but only one returned to give thanks. Chosen one. This story reminds us that gratitude is the gateway to wholeness and true blessing. The ungrateful cannot receive the miracles you offer, and if you continue sowing light into barren ground, you only drain your strength and heart. Romans 1:21 also reminds us that those who are grateful to God receive wholeness. Those who are ungrateful grow hardened in heart. Let this moment of awakening sink in. Envy corrodes community across generations. The jealous and ungrateful do more than affect you. They fracture connections, weaken communities, and slow the progress of those walking in true light. Chosen one. You may feel anxious, powerless, but this is the moment of awareness. You cannot save everyone. You cannot make everyone appreciate the light you carry. But chosen one, hear the reassurance. God reminds you that you have the right to choose where to sow your light. Redirect your kindness toward fertile ground. Choose souls ready to receive, to cherish, and to nurture that light. When you plant seeds in fertile soil, they will sprout and real miracles will appear. Grateful souls will receive the light, amplify it, and multiply love, energy, and healing. Imagine you stand in the light and souls truly seeking change step out of the darkness. They touch your light with reverence and gratitude, and in doing so, your light shines even brighter. The previous fatigue and disappointment fade, and your heart feels pure joy. Each action you take now brings real miracles no longer wasted. Look closely. Chosen one. Jealousy and ingratitude are lessons for you to learn. Discernment to protect your light. When you set boundaries, when you sow seeds into fertile soil, you are fulfilling God's mission. Your light is not meant to shine on souls that are unready. It is meant to heal, guide, and transform those who truly desire to walk in God's path. Let that light shine, chosen one. And you will realize that true power does not lie in trying to change others, but in preserving your energy, sowing seeds into grateful souls and walking in love, freedom, and the power God has entrusted to you. When you do this, peace will fill your soul. You will no longer be hurt by jealousy or ingratitude. You will witness miracles spreading where the light is given rightly, and those truly ready will grow, flourish, and pass that light onward. Chosen one, engrave this in your heart. Not everyone is worthy of your light and love, but that light remains sacred, strong, and will shine only where it is deserved. Protect it, and you will witness true miracles unfold. Part 5. Strength. Zapper. Fake supporter. Demon in disguise. Chosen one. Let your heart open and receive this important warning. There are people who do not come to you with sincerity, who do not bring genuine needs, but only seek to drain energy from your sacred light. They are strength zappers, those who deplete your spirit without realizing it or sometimes deliberately ignoring it. Every encounter, every conversation, even a glance or a gentle reminder can leave you feeling exhausted and hollow. Imagine you have endured a long day, your heart holding the last flickers of spiritual energy, and they approach. Without asking, without recognizing your limits, they absorb every ounce of your strength, every breath, leaving emptiness behind. This is no accident. This is spiritual warfare, chosen one. Your light, when faced with the undeserving, becomes prey for the darkness. Next, the fake supporter. They appear with smiles, praise, and false encouragement. Chosen one, do not be deceived by the outward appearance of goodwill. When your light shines brighter than theirs, when your success radiates beyond expectations, their hearts shift. Smiles fade, encouragement turns into criticism, and the support you once received becomes a subtle scheme. 2 Samuel 15 tells of Absalom, the rebellious son who cleverly won the favor of the people while secretly opposing his father. Chosen one. This is a clear picture of those who feign support, but are truly manipulative, seeking to slow your progress. And finally, the demon in disguise. These are not merely people carrying darkness, they are representatives of spiritual forces opposing God's mission. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers, over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places." They may appear as someone in need, a broken soul, but within lies, intent to destroy, to oppose your light and the mission you carry. Matthew 16:23 recounts Jesus warning Peter, "Get behind me, Satan, chosen one." There are words and actions you must recognize as originating from darkness, not from the human before you. Let this moment of awakening resound. Darkness is drawn to light not to be transformed, but to attempt to extinguish it. The stronger your light shines, the more the darkness seeks to diminish it, to obstruct your sacred path. Energy drainers, fake supporters, disguised evil spirits. They do not seek change. They do not seek healing. They only desire your light to ease their loneliness within the darkness they have chosen. Chosen one, do not fear, but be vigilant. Protect your light. Protect the grace God has given. Proverbs 4:23 reminds us, "Keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life." You cannot allow these forces to drain your energy, nor let them disrupt your mission. Every step, every decision, preserve your light. Cherish the grace God has bestowed. Imagine this scene. You stand in the darkness, your light blazing, illuminating every shadow. Some darkness retreats, some cower, and you recognize your power. You walk without fear, but with steadfastness, in love, wisdom, and God's protection. Chosen one. Every step is a victory. Every light that shines is a miracle. And you learn that not everyone beside you is worthy of your energy. Not everyone who smiles with you is truly your ally. Reassurance. Chosen one, God reminds you, protect your anointing. Walk boldly with those who bear fruit. Choose who is worthy to walk alongside you, souls that value the light. Step forward confidently, unafraid of darkness, deceit, or sabotage. Your light is power, it is grace, and it must be preserved to fulfill your sacred mission. When you protect yourself, peace will fill your soul. Your energy will be restored, your heart will return to its vibrant rhythm, and you will recognize the true miracle. The light you carry is not extinguished, but continues to shine, heal, and guide those who are worthy. Chosen one, remember, not everyone beside you is worthy of your light and energy, yet that light remains strong, sacred, and will shine only where it is deserved. Protect it, walk in the power God has given, and you will witness true miracles unfold. Chosen one, as we near the end of this journey, let your heart settle, breathe deeply, and feel the sacred light spreading through your soul. God reminds you that the light within you is precious, sacred, and you must discern who is worthy of receiving your help and who must be released into His hands. Pray to protect that light, to keep your heart pure, and to follow the path God has chosen for you. Hear this prayer. Chosen one, Heavenly Father Most High, we kneel with humble hearts, grateful for the light and wisdom you have given. protect the hearts of every chosen one listening to this message. Help them discern who is worthy of their light and guide them to walk in freedom, love, and peace. Shield them from those who exploit from jealousy, ingratitude, and disguised darkness. Show them your power and grace ever present, and let the light they carry shine upon souls that are worthy. Amen. Chosen one, engrave this in your heart. You have been chosen. You are not alone. The light within you is power, it is mission, and you must protect it with all your heart and faith in God. Every step you take is a testament to the love and wisdom He has bestowed. If this message touches your heart, write Amen in the comments to affirm that you are ready to protect your light and walk in your mission. Do not miss the next message. Subscribe and ring the bell to continue walking this sacred journey daily. And if you find this message valuable, share it with another chosen one today, so they too may feel the light, be reassured, and guided by the mission God has given. Imagine this moment. Light piercing the darkness, spreading through your soul, and you feel God's presence steady, warm, and complete. Chosen one, you have been chosen, and you are walking on your path of light.